All right, from the talking drums of Africa, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Ay, hey, ay, hit it now. Boom, 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 boom. Ay, hey, throw your legs out, kick your hands up, throw your legs out, kick your hands out. Just breathe. Ah, yeah, breathe. Here we go now. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go now. All right, we're going to talk about the Knock, our ancestors all the way out there, and let's bring them all here and let's get down. The Knock civilization, that is from 1500 BC to 300 CE, goes like this. In 1928, a group of Nigerian tin miners discovered the first traces of this previously unknown, mysterious, and great civilization. They are the named after the Ham village of Nak in Kaduna State of Nigeria, with their status where the status was first discovered. This discovery of pottery, tools, paint, and amazing sculptures revealed just how advanced they were. They had a complex judicial system centuries prior to the modern known systems. The systems included many classes of courts with crimes from murder to family disputes being handled. The Knox civilization are the earliest known creators of life-size terracotta statues, knives, spear points, and jewelry uncovered shows that they were advanced metal workers. Somewhere between 200 and 300 CE, they disappeared, but the reasons are yet to be rest to be uncovered. So yes, where we go. The Knox civilizations, folks. All right, let's get this thing started here. The phrase of today is joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. Again, joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. The question is, what have I been surprised by joy? I mean, when have I been surprised by joy? Again, when have I been surprised by joy? One more time. Joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. The question is, when have I been surprised by joy? All right, who wants to go first? All right, are you guys sleep?
Oh no, I'm not asleep.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Let us know your
Happy,
name and where you calling in from.
okay, happy daybreak, fam. My name is Goddess Ma'at, and I'm calling in from Omaha, Nebraska. We don't coast, and this is like so amazing because that comes from the Metter Netter. I recognize that, and um, what's so surprising to me is since I've been on this journey of keeping my joy and keeping my peace since the beginning of the since the real beginning of the year, which was the 21st of December, the winter solstice. Um, uh, my ancestors have not let me down. I mean, I've ran out of I've ran out of money, and the ancestors have blessed me to bless me, just bless me to get some. Um, I ran out of things, but I didn't stop. I kept moving forward, and the ancestors always filled in the gaps. Um, I'm on this journey of being consistent and persistent, and working with people and talking to people and talking to people. I've been a little. Flesh has been a little hesitant, but I asked the ancestors to please, to please take over, and to please don't let me fall. And they have. And I've been consistent. I've been persistent. I've been talking to people. I've been getting people that I didn't even expect them to answer or to even look at things. And they are. And so this joy has just been, and so I'm trusted. I'm walking by faith, I'm walking by faith in the ancestors and faith in our teachings and faith in our way of that built the civilization. That's what I'm walking in. That's what I'm trusting in. That's what I'm loving. Faith in Mother and Father God, who I am their child, who I'm their dream come true. And they're really here. And so it's been a joy. It's been a joy no matter what the external is. It's been a joy no matter what the internal end is, which is the true joy that you're talking about. It's not dependent on externals or internals. It's there. No matter who says no, no matter who don't say no, no matter who says yes, no matter who do or don't support, honey, I got the joy of my ancestors, and it feels great, and it's beautiful. It's powerful. It's strong. It's moving. It's undaunting. It's just lovely. So peace.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Goddess Maya. You know, the joy, you know, you have that joy and peace by your ancestors. You know, it's not letting you down. You just have the faith in that, and you ran out of money, and the ancestors still fill the gaps. You know, no matter what, you still keep going on. You still staying positive. Ain't letting nothing stop you. Just keep on moving. It may be obstacles, but there's ways to get around it. We don't get held up in emotions and everything else. We say, hey, you can do this. And you keep striving forward, and every day comes forward. You never know what's going to come, but you still do it, and you keep going, being consistent and persistent as you've been with your ancestors, walking by faith. And in faith, he's built they built our civilization. So why shouldn't we be the ones that depend on what they have? And it's been joyful all the time. And you're moving forward and not letting anything deter you in your happiness. You stay in that happy place and joyful, and you keep doing the right things will come. They're gonna. It's like the law of gravity. Put good things out in the universe, good things will happen, and you keep moving forward and not letting anything deter you from your goal and your mission. And you will continue to go on that path, and things will come in. And like I said, you meet new people, they're more receptive, and things are like, wow, this is amazing. And we can continue to do that. So thank you very much for your input today. And we're gonna keep on rolling, folks. Here we go. The phrase of today is, joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. The question is, when have I been surprised by joy? All right. Anyone else want to go next?
Thank you, Dennis.
You're welcome.
Grand Rising and happy Friday. This is Kai calling from Kingston, New York. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Cry from Kingston. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So when have I been surprised by joy? I say as I go through life, I'm pleasantly surprised because I'm just looking at so many things that are great about life. When I just got back from North Carolina this week and spending time with my grandsons, and that really brought a lot of joy, and just looking at how intelligent they are, because as a grandparent, I have the pleasure of enjoying their childhood without the many stressors, because I'm responsible for them every day. I was able to just enjoy the pureness of just spending time with them, and just really interacting and seeing how intelligent they are. And that's the same thing with life. There's so many beautiful things about life. And I think that for myself, at least, I get so caught up in the everyday and the stressors and the busyness, because other people tell us we have to do this, we have to do that. And, this morning, I'm just enjoying watching the snowfall. I'm looking out the window and it's beautiful out. But life in itself is beautiful. It's a matter of me taking the time to slow down, to really look at the beauty of life itself and the joys of life. So yes, there are stressors out there, but we can find joy in, making a cup of tea and just relaxing. We could find joy in looking at those free things that God gave us. It doesn't cost anything to to look at the beauty of nature or to take a walk. So really starting to find those simple joys in the everyday. And also for those of us who travel, it's joy in that, seeing something new, seeing something that we could partake in, and the beauty of those places. So that's what I get out of that. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Kai. I appreciate it. Life, you're presently surprised every day looking at some things in life, just life, period. You look at it and spend it time with your grandson, life, and spend that time where you're able to enjoy, being the grandparent, because you don't have the everyday thing going with them, and you can enjoy spending time with them, and you live your life, and you get, sometimes, you enjoy that because you see your kids, grandkids growing up. It's so good to see that life growing, and you don't have the everyday responsibility of them, but you can see how intelligent they are, what they can do, how they move. And when you talk about how you can get caught up in life stresses, and that can really bog you down, but we have to keep on going and stay on the right path and appreciate life, as you said. And just watch the snowfall. It's beautiful because the Creator has given you the snowfall right there. And it's just seeing all the snow come down and seeing it when it's fresh powder on the ground. It's amazing. And you can talk about, we can find tea and relaxing and just to meditate, drinking your tea, becoming holistic and drinking the right things and letting your body become in tune with one. If you're taking care of your mind, you must take care of your body as well. It's also free to take a look at nature and to take a walk and discover all the things that are around you, and we can see them on a daily basis. Even when we travel, we see different lands, different cultures, different people, and it's a learning experience that you won't get in a book. You have to go out sometime and meet the people, like Goddess Mayat said. Go out there and meet people, and you never know who you're going to meet in your travels and how they're going to be receptive and how they can help you get through your day, or you help them, vice versa. But it's a great thing, and to make communication and meet new people and go to different circles and different atmospheres and universe. You can go a lot of places, not just in physical, but also mental and emotional and spiritually. We can also travel through all space and time like that as well. So thank you very much. Stay on focused, and stay relaxed, and stay positive, and keep on doing the right things as we do, and keep that joy always inside of you. And no matter what, no one can steal your joy because it makes you happy. So thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And we're going to keep on rolling. And the phrase of today goes like this: joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. The question is, when have I been surprised by joy? When have I been surprised by joy? All right, who wants to go next?
Blessings and prosperity. Sierra Moore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, welcome, Sierra Moore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I would say I was blessed by joy from my teenager. I was very surprised at how talented and gifted she is. I walked in amazement because of all her artwork. My child's been working on her artwork because she wants to go to a performing arts school, and that's one of her gifts. And I realized yesterday that she's amazing. I gave her a sketchbook through COVID, at the beginning of COVID, when schools were shut down and a lot of kids were going through that depression stage of not being able to be around friends, their friends, not just family, just friends. Kids connect differently with friends versus family. They feel that they can be more free, express who they really are. Well, my child put that on paper. And in amazement, every different frame and design was so beautiful that I had to take pictures that capture it. Just imagine going into your child's room and she has an art studio all on her wall of her own paintings, and not just regular paintings, just different abstract things that you wouldn't even imagine to come from a teenager. And I was in amazement because That's a talent that I utilized as a kid. But I didn't know that just by buying a sketchbook to self-teach how to create art. Now, I say this because a lot of our kids are gifted, but we don't know how talented until we enter in their private spaces where they create. And I'm just blessed to know and be connected to her because in amazement, she's a little, I guess, what would you say? Oh my goodness, artist out of this world. She had frames, glass frames that we get to put our pictures in, and she made artwork. And I'm saying we've got to like show people how creative you are. And she didn't believe it in herself until she actually said, you know what, I'm going to try out for this art school. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to try out for this art school. Now that's my child that's a chef. And I'm like, wow, you don't went from being a chef to being an artist to drawing landscapes and the monuments. So I'm thankful that she has that gift. Now I have my daughter working towards drawing my home, our home, so that way her design would be on her first home because that's what she wants. She wants a home for herself. And I said, but you're only 13, baby girl. I don't know no 13-year-old who wants a home first. So that in itself has me feeling in amazement because I can sit with my child and allowed her to create the home that she sees fit, the home that she wants to live in. And I don't have to rush it because she's a teenager and we have time to design the perfect home for her. So with that makes me feel at ops and just amazed that I have a gifted, amazing child that will be able to create for the world to see her wonderful talent and gift. Blessings and prosperities to all. You go and thank the creator and bless your children because they're amazing, talented kids, and let them share their talents with you today, whether it's a craft or just a hug. Get to know your children today, the intimate child of yours. And don't just let their friends know more about your children than you. Be willing to sit and let them share with no judgment. And you will be amazed about how gifted and creative they are. The secret them that we're unaware of. So be blessed and stay safe. Back to you, Dennis.
All right, thank you very much. You know, it's great. You say you're a teenager, you were surprised by the talent that she has and the amazement that you saw in her art. You know, the artwork that she put out there, it was amazing. You gave her a sketchbook over COVID, during COVID, you know, because of separation from kids. Sometimes, you know, people can get depressed because kids are, you know, they have a contact with their friends and they feel certain ways, but you gave her the book and she went in the room and designed all kinds of art. It was like, we walked in, it was an art studio of different abstract paintings, and you know she was self-teaching herself how to create art. And you don't know what and how the talents are when you look at it. You give them something, let them run with it. And she's a great artist out of this world to you. And you know, show people how to be creative and let her go ahead and see her inner joy, what she likes to do, and things will come out. Let them go ahead and do what they do. And then, you know, she even said she wanted to try out for art school, which is great. You know, she said, you said she was a chef. Now she wants to do art, drawing landscapes and much more, other designs. She's designing homes at 13 years old. She said she wants a home first. She wants to design her own home. So you guys are working on that. That's a good vision to have. If she wants to make the home that she wants to live in, so she can have that already in her mind, so she can go out there. You have to, like we always say, you have to see yourself there before you get there. You have to have that vision have to be the seen without being seen first. And that's a great step. Even in business, you have to be able to see what it is or not knowing what's seen so you can create that vision and become the visionary so you can pass on your vision to others so they can see where you want to go in business as well. And that's a great thing for your child to be able to do that. And she wants to live in, she's gifted and create, she has a creation to be created for the world to see. She's going to be able to give that gift out there and using that creative, the craft. And you say, get back to with your children and let them be creative and give them a hug and love your children today and share, with no matter what, don't be judgmental and let them go out there and create things that the world doesn't see. I think everyone has a gift inside them. This is what is going to bring that gift out. How can you make them comfortable enough to extract their information and their joy and let the world see it? Because we all have something to contribute to the world. And that's, like I said, that song, Joy and Happiness. So we go out there and have a great time and bring that inner joy, not only in your children, also within you. You have to have that joy so it can rub off on them so they can be able to expand their creativity and go out into the world. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that and want to keep on rolling. As I'm going to say it again, see who wants to go next. It goes like this. Joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. The question is, when have I been surprised by joy? All right, who wants to go next?
Grand Rising, this is Shuna in La Sierra, California.
Grand Rising, Shuna in La Sierra, California. Go ahead.
I've been surprised by joy through having, when you have hard times and people you don't expect to come through for you, they come through for you. And, never underestimate people by the relationship you think you have with them, because that just might be the one that's going to be there for you and help you out at that moment. Just because you guys are not just totally tight all the time doesn't mean that they're not looking at you or caring for you, so that's how I've been surprised by joy, by the unexpected assistance from somebody that I didn't consider myself to be close to, but I wanted to say something about Sierra's daughter. I think she said that she had plenty of time for her to build her home or whatever. But I think that's something, you should make a project and groom her now. She's not too young at 13. And if you're able to build a house while she's still young with her, from her design, that she'll be able to grow up in that house. And that's something, that memory that you guys can create. And I think that will continue to, it will keep her interest in doing that thing with the drafting of homes and other things like that, or her art or whatever. She's been painting and drawing. Sometimes we sleep on our children's gifts, and then they lose interest in their own gifts and talents. And then when you try to get them back into it, they don't want to do it anymore. But I say, I'm just making a suggestion. I'm not trying to get in your business, but I say just try to, as much as you can, keep her interest in what she's doing. And if you can start that house and bring it into fruition sooner than later, then I say do it so she can see the result of her talent, and that will make her want to continue. So I just wanted to put that out there for her. And yeah, so another thing about joy is being able, seeing the results of your own gifts and talents. When you put your own effort into things and then you see the things that you want come to fruition, and you see people able to benefit from what you're doing, or your gift, your talent. And it's been a challenge over these last couple days, but making it through has been a joy. And I've been really pushing to not give up. And it's like I said, it's been a little challenge, but I want to thank, I want to say my bounce back ability has been my joy. And, you know, we all have bounce back ability. So I think, yeah, that's it. Just being able to bounce back and get past adversity and helping others and seeing the seeing others benefit from your gifts and talents. So that's it for me. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, you got a lot of joy here. You know, you look up and your time with people, you get through certain things, and someone comes through for you through your hard times. And sometimes you never understand where it comes from, but they're not looking at you and they do care for you no matter what it is. If you haven't seen them in a while, and sometimes somebody's come through and it's unexpected assistance, as you said, and you go ahead and that comes in at the right time because you've been a good person. So good things should happen. You keep doing the right things and say you keep pushing forward, and it'll get through. And you talked about how with Sierra's daughter, she got plenty of time to build a home in her design, and you keep her encouraged and the memory to keep her interest going, and keep painting and drawing, and don't go to sleep on it because she has a gift, and be there so she can keep her interest going so she can see her results. And also you talk about yourself, enjoy of seeing your results as well in your own gifts and your talents, and how you've been challenged and you've been able to see the joy through the challenge and get through, and how you have that bounce back ability to go ahead and do that. It is a joy when you get past that adversity and seeing yourself help other people. That's what we all do. We all like to help someone else, and when you can help someone else, you make yourself feel good, the people feel good, because that is a happy feeling when you can see someone else do good from what you have contributed, or the information that you've given, or the knowledge, wisdom that you've put inside of them. And that's a joyful thing, because like I said, joy is happiness, and it doesn't depend on what happens. You know, you have that inner joy inside your gut feeling sometimes is joyful. What do you like to do? As I say myself, I love to take pictures, and when I take pictures, it's like I have an eye. People say, wow, you got a good eye. You know, I take pictures, and I capture things that people don't normally see, and I like to catch them in their natural beings. Even though I take pictures of when they're posing, but most of the time I like the nature and the landscapes and all these things, and that's a relaxing feeling for me, and that's my joy. I love to go out in nature and take pictures of things and pictures of people, and we go out there and use our talents, our natural born talents, and that can get you to do a lot of things and have the vision to foresee what you want to do. Whatever idea you have, go ahead out there and make it happen. Take a chance. Do what you always wanted to do. If you love to travel, make that something good. You can make that into a education system that you don't get in the schools, and it can surprise you on what you learn in your travels and what you do. And your children are a gift to you, and you learn from your children and our ancestors. All these things that are joy inside of us, we can pass on to someone else. It's all good. It's all happiness. It's all a great thing. And like I said, it doesn't depend on what happens. We're happy naturally on the inside, so we can exude that joy from our inner self to our external self, to pass on with our energy that goes from one body to the next. And people can see your energy, people can see your genuine happiness, your genuine joy, and that definitely rubs off on everyone, our children, our grandchildren, the people that we meet, our friends, families, coworkers, whatever the case may be. You be that pillar, you be the one that stands up and stands tall, and let people say, wow, I wish I had that strength that person had. And you go out there and you go ahead and show the world your light, your shining light, your joy, your happiness, and let it exude out of your body, and go out and present yourself to the world and show them, hey, the world is a better place. It's all what you make it. It's a lot of things going around, and people are depressed and people are doing this, but that does not exist in your world, because you have the confidence in the creator who is giving you the creations to do all things. You can do all things that you want to do. Just like Sierra's daughter, she's creating. The creator is a creator. He made the earth, the plants, the trees, and us, and we are created in his or her own image, as you said. And guess what? When we have that creator right there, we can do many things. And the creator is always there for you. And you have the creativity inside you to do all things as well. So thank you all very much. Go out today and show the world your creativity. Show them how joyful you are. Show them the happiness that inside you, and it doesn't depend on what they do. It's all up to you. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day. This is a fantastic Friday, a fabulous Friday, a fun-filled Friday. And if you like what you hear, join us all. We do this every Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Central, and 8 a.m. Eastern. So like I say, hey, I'd love to see you guys all making money and having fun. And as I always say in closing, I'll see you all on the beaches and adventures of the world with lots of money in your purses, wallets, pockets, and most of all, those big fat bank accounts. Have a great day, folks. See you later. Bye-bye.